Alright, guys, am I back? Let me know if I'm back. Yeah, I died. Well, my stream died. Um, it's actually good news, which is kind of weird to say, but I crashed. I crashed like I've been crashing for the past couple days. And what we thought and what we kind of tested, over yesterday. I think it was all yesterday, the day before, whatever. We tested we thought it was the NVIDIA codec that I've been using that's been far superior to the 264 encoder for my streaming. And we thought that that was causing the issue because it's a known issue with the older codec of it. So I'm on 264 tonight. I went back over so that it wouldn't crash, and it's still crashing. It sucks. Crashes suck. But if it's not the encoder, then that's awesome because that encoder is amazing. Oh my god, like it ran so much better on that encoder. So it's something else. I don't know what it is. It's something with OBS. So we're still gonna have to test and kind of figure out what's going on. But it's good news, bad news. It kind of sucks that my stream dies sporadically once an hour or so. That sucks. Oh. You're right. Alpha block. Thank you. Oh, and then I didn't want miniguns on this. Okay, so we're gonna go rockets then. That's what you guys came up with, rocket. Trust you guys. All my lab coats. I haven't forgotten my lab coats. You guys mean the world to me. It's still off. I'm an idiot. There you go. Of course, the leader of the lab coats is missing in action, battling his motherboard for the past 2 months or something. I guess it could be, but I mean that never was a problem before, and my internet always sucks, and it's always the same internet. So, and I can't even blame it on the little MiFi box thing I have because it was working fine for like a good week or two before this started happening. So I don't know. It's weird. I was overlapping channels with my other modem in the house, the 2.4 band, and we fixed that. Put it on a whole different channel to where it wasn't within the range, but it's still just still an issue. So. Yeah, it'd be good to have Draconis back, man. We need that. We need that balance, We need that balance. Otherwise, we all just go nuts, and then Draconis isn't here to be, to reel us back. To reel us back, with the reel. Sometimes you need the reel, So let's cut. Now the reason I'm doing concrete is because these freaking Xerax, man, they'll come at you. And I want them to have to go through a concrete block. But while I'd love to use wood, keep it on the cheap, a little bit. I can't even look at this. So getting lag spikes in. Alright, so like I haven't really thought too hard about style for this yet. Right now I'm just interested in the function of it. We'll get the style down after. So the concept, if you haven't figured it out, the concept of this is full. Basically, yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That work. Has that? Oh, oh, I guess it does. So yeah, um, we want. You don't have the. Okay, so yeah, we want a full this way radius of all the turrets, but you know when I'm over here, Xerax or whatever, and I'm coming down here, right? Um, these two turrets can't touch me, right? Because obviously they can't turn to touch me, so I can, this is vulnerable. But these turrets over here are supposed to protect those turrets. So, before I got to these turrets, either side of this would attack me, right? And it would handle it. And that's, any way you go, it's going to be the same story. You're going to have two turrets that will defend the other turret's blind spot. If you come at an angle, of course, all these are going to be able to hit you. And they'll actually be able to hit you a lot closer because it can depress all the way to here. So you couldn't even touch this base at an angle. But if you try to touch the base at head on, you're not clear until you reach about here, and then these things probably can't touch you. You probably so this is the vulnerable spot, is right here. So if they happen to get past this, and that's where we're gonna have to deploy some smaller like sentry turrets or something. But I'm also thinking of just putting turrets instead of vertically horizontally here to kind of protect that as well. So yeah, and I'll probably do that halfway, and we'll do it like upside down. We'll figure it out. Yeah, but we have room to spare. We've only used 4 of these. We still have 8, and we still have 8 of these. Of course, I'm not gonna max it out because this is a mid-level base. We're not gonna go nuts. But yeah, this is the strongest defensive turret positions you could really do. Any turret tower that you see in PvP is a lot smaller than this, and it's just a cylinder that goes up, and you've got them on all 4 sides, and it's really impossible to attack that thing without getting hit. So this is the same concept, it's just big enough to have a base in the middle of it. I didn't want to have to do like a 6-story little base with a tiny tower thing, so but yeah, this is kind of how you're gonna have to build bases from now on. You're really gonna have to like figure out the best way to and not only does this protect you from ground troops, this protects you in the sky, this protects you in PvP, this protects you in any way, really. I mean, maybe if you got right in the middle, we'll figure that out too. We're gonna have to put like a smaller radius at the top, probably. Like that? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why I'm removing those because Oh, cool. Yeah, wall's a good idea, and then have turrets like inside and stuff when they breach the wall. Like, I feel like I could build something big that would be protected like that, but I'm always gonna want to go with the smallest efficient approach possible. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to build a base that has a good amount of cargo. It has all the devices you could ever want that you could add later on or whatever, and it has the garden, has everything, but it can still, protect it. Now I'm wondering if I should do a landing zone inside. Have like a opening, and then just you could pop down inside, land your SV. It's an idea because an SV is useless parked, right? It's shot. It can't protect itself. That's worth having a hangar. Kind of cool. Yeah, this is true. Very, very true. Yeah, bases are definitely not everybody does that approach. It can be yeah, really big freak. Got all this room up here that I definitely want to do that. Amounts of everything. Oh, but yeah, we can't make it too big. Make it right there. Shield. I wonder if I should put the shield somewhere else. Yeah, put the shield. That'll give us more better. Let's put the shield like here or something. Because the plastic is gonna dent easily when you made that repair that. Steel blocks for that. Do you think using multiple base add-ons like the whetstones still work well with the new base attacks? Need a base on it. Well, Birdie, I don't know. Definitely not. Definitely not in the whetstone. Now, I do want to bring out base add-ons, but they won't have weapons on. So the only thing that I think you ever need for base add-ons now would be two things. One would be cargo. The other would be garden. But neither of which I would want to put turrets on, because yeah, if they take that base, now those turrets are fighting your turrets on your main base, and now it's a problem. So if you don't put turrets on it, you don't have to worry about that. So I'd want to do like a smaller warehouse that would just be like strictly cargo, and then if it's within wireless radius of your main base, you can tether back and forth, you can move stuff, you can it could be overflow cargo, stuff like that. And then obviously the garden would be a big garden. So I am going to be doing that. I do plan on building a system, another system like the original Whetstone system, and yeah, coming on. I just haven't fully thought of that because the CV thing is the thing that I'm still thinking of, because I know you need a CV pad. I haven't really come out with a viable like CV spawning pad since the original dry dock, and I do want to do that again. But I kind of almost want to do like a base underneath, and then have like a CV pad on the top kind of deal. So I'm still trying to figure out because you don't with a CV pad you don't need this to spawn a CV. You don't actually need every block here. You just kind of need the perimeter of blocks. So and then like a workable block. So if I just had like 4 or 5 blocks in a straight line, that's enough to use the repair bay, or even 3 is enough. 5 to land, depending on where your landing pads are. So I want to kind of figure that out with using the least amount of blocks as possible. Obviously, that's for a pretty big CV, and then he's even making a bigger one for bigger CV. I don't want to have to use all those blocks to make a base just to spawn a CV. It's like a one-time thing. Yeah, you want somewhere to land your CV after the fact, but you don't need all that real estate to land a CV. Problem is, all CVs are different. They all have landing pads in different places and islands. Yeah. Set the turrets not to attack player factions, and when they take that, it won't fire at you. At least it didn't last time. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a good thing to note. To that is take that off. It's be diagonal. Okay, good. All right, so that's our landing pad. Now let's get a just going. Gotta be an even height. Oh, that's okay. That's we need a yeah. So we could take it. No, okay. Take it back one more. Problem is, even though it's right there, it's halfway. How did we do that before? Ever done that? Haven't I done this before? Hold on. I've done this before, but I haven't had to do. Oh, on my Citadel. Yeah, I mean it's not in the center of anything. Yeah, so I can't be too worried about being in the center. That's kind of annoying though, right? I mean I could do shutter doors, but they're not as Am I wrong though? I feel like, yeah, you can't go halfway or anything. Hold on one second. Sorry. All right. Oh boy. Um. Let's look at shutters. But they did boost up the shutters HP here. See, the shutter's gonna be a problem. And I'll have to do. And then it looks weird, right? Because it's different facing. Okay, so the other thing I could do is the biggest one. Solar panels are for nerds. Freaking useless. But yeah, I guess we'll do. I don't know. I hate solar panels. They're lame in this game. They're like an illusion. Hey, you know what I mean? Like it's not a real thing. You know. That big enough. And something. Yeah, let's try that. I mean, obviously, you know, you're not gonna. I feel like if you talent's a pretty mid set. Has to be a lot of weird pointy parts here. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna fit. People complain no matter what. Damn it, why can't they just make one that's like got 2 ends on it? Right? What do they do? I mean, really, we could just make this an open bay kind of thing. We don't really need to have it. This could just be the roof, really, and it's like an inset SV thing. Let's just do that. Because us trying to this looks. I don't want it to look stupid. How's my mic doing though, guys? Am I fading out? Am I trailing out at the end into my sentences, or getting everything? Awesome. Great. That is fantastic. All right. Alright, let's go back in the cemetery and make that. You can't hear the end of my sentences? Yeah, I gotta be really soft with the keyboard to where it doesn't pick it up, and a lot of times I forget. So. Anybody else besides Drifter can't hear me, or? Damn furnace. You're messing me up, furnace. Everything else. Okay, cool. I wanna. Hey Neil, what's up, man? I'm in Discord. I am in.
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey. Yeah. So yeah, it crashed. It did the same thing where it just closed OBS. That's weird, right? Like, it's changed. I don't know.
Because I mean, it only started doing this after that one test run where we switched to the NVIDIA codec.
Then, well, what else did we change? We did that. I'm not overclocking either.
Did you recall a new Windows update? Yeah, did you recall a new Windows update the night before? Right?
And it's set to automatic. Yeah. Shut down.
I'm seeing pixelation. Did you reduce the bitrate?
Well, I'm not overclocking right now. You hear me? Oh, not keying up when I'm talking.
Yeah, I was trying to
You're
follow
hearing
up
the stream,
with the
yeah?
stream. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm saying I'm not overclocking. So.
yeah, the reduced bitrate And you can see it when you make fast movements. Yeah, pixelation. But yeah, alright, so this opens up the door for more research. So I'm not just limited to the NVIDIA codec thing.
Right.
It's gotta be something.
So it's kind of good
I
news
mean,
though,
the
right? Kind of good news, right?
and it's excellent news. You can switch back to NVIDIA, have your stream look badass, right? But I think there was an NVIDIA graphics update the day before, 2 days before. So let me do that now because the older versions did disappear from online. Let me try and find some that still have the update for the new codec.
You guys, we're just doing the base kind of blocking here. This is gonna look a lot fancier. Well, remember, guys, Neil lives right up the mountain from. Neil's my go-to. Neil is my tech support.
In other news, the router works really, really well. I am able to go from 200 latency back down to 100 in World of Tanks while streaming. So I'm looking forward to test it on your connection.
Oh, that's Hey, Neuro, what's going on, man? I am doing a base. Kind of unlock level 10 base that can basically be an end game kind of middle base. I don't know. I'm kind of playing with stuff right now. Seeing what I would need to do. This be the entrance. Come in, you have the constructors, the boxes, to head to the furnace. Where'd the furnace go? I lost the furnace. Oh, I did. Well, the theme's defense. I mean, I'm just trying to make a base that is, you know, can protect against any of the new attacks and stuff. So, the same thing as a turret tower, but just bigger, so that the base is kind of at the center of it. Yeah, trying to figure out the shape and everything. Not sure if this is exactly what I kind of wanted to do a pentagon, but no, so we'll see. Right, so furnace is on, but I don't know if it emits heat. That's like got a god mode. Go right up to it. I need another pocket. I hate 3x3 devices. Da da da. Um. That's fine. Oh. Mind blown. I don't know. We can figure that out. So let's. Yeah, it's still a thing, man. That sucks. So now we're protected. Well, stack. What do you mean stack? You do 2 furnaces, does it double the heat? It's like a 2-block radius of the furnace. It's where you get heat. I come in here. It's kind of all or nothing. As soon as you bridge that block, it can get hotter gradually as you go. Okay, so I'm good all the way to there.
Alright, I got two drivers, one from February and one from April. So we'll see how those go.
Yeah. Why haven't they allowed you to texture the freaking grow plots yet? Like, come on, man. What the hell? Oh, I kind of blocked these off, didn't I? introduce a little curviness into the builds. Yeah. Ooh. That's not gonna work. Alright, we're gonna have to redo this. Because the problem is, even if I do this, I think even if I get up here, it's still hot. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. I don't really like one block rooms. That. Alright, Neil. You out of here?
Yeah, man. Take it easy, alright?